Into the postseason undefeated. They'll be heavy favorites against Towson and Loyola, their final two games. Greg Pizer took a look, thought better of it, and they'll regroup. Oh, pretty good catch there.
Nice catch.
Rabel.
Towson plays Hofstra tonight at Towson University, Johnny U Stadium, and that's a big game in the Colonial Athletic League. Seth Denola, number 4, hounding Paul Rabel, the freshman.
Denola, the former goalie at Navy, right, Keith?
Yeah, he started the season last year at goal, and then Matt Russell replaced him and led the Mids to the Final Four.
Again, good defense. Matt Guido knocked that shot down, and the Middies running.
Yeah, Mids love to run. They'll push it up and down the field. Steve Looney, number 8, pushing the pace, and he gets it back to the quarterback, John Bersner.
Let's see what Navy does with just a little over a minute left. Try to milk the possession for one shot. They're up 3-2. 3 straight Navy goals after Hopkins scored the first 2. Navy's last 2 goals came 50 seconds apart. Looney and then Wallace.
You may have just seen Seth Denola storming off the field, replaced by Steve Looney, the offensive midfielder.
Down to 35 seconds left. Richie Meade electing to hold for the final shot in the quarter here. I would think at about 15 seconds or so, Keith, they'll go to work.
I would think so. Try to isolate, maybe a little screen and roll. Look for a cutter off the screen. This is Gill.
At 15 seconds. Goes left to right, bounces one off the mark. Navy still with possession in 10 seconds. There's Richie Meade.
Yeah, grew up on Long Island, went to Nassau Community College and then North Carolina.
Bersner, tough angle. Final seconds. Navy throws one up at the horn. And a good first quarter for the midshipmen. Hopkins jumped them 2-0, but Navy scores 3 unanswered, and they've got a 3-2 lead after 1. Back with the second quarter in a minute.
More choices, better choices. All new from Toyota, a full-size 4-door with room for a family of 6. It's Toyota's all-new big rig, the Tundra Double Cab, featuring all of Tundra's best. The strength of I-Force V8 power, built to last quality. And now Tundra is longer, wider, and taller to give you full-size 4-door convenience and comfort. Need a powerful truck and a refined SUV? Get a Toyota Tundra Double Cab. That's moving you forward.
There are 2 different roads to get to the 2005 NCAA Men's Lacrosse Championships in Philadelphia. For fans, it's easy. For the teams, it's going to be just a little bit harder. For tickets, log on to faceofffphiladelphia.com. It doesn't matter how you get here, just get here.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kenneth Tepper. Sharp pain, weakness, or lightheadedness during activity are signals from your body to stop and rest. Pushing through pain is the fastest way for you to develop a severe and chronic injury. If your pain persists despite rest, make sure to be evaluated by a sports medicine specialist to get you back in the game.
Today's tip was brought to you by the Advanced Centers for Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine, keeping you in the game.
The ACC Lacrosse Championships are coming to Baltimore. See Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, Duke, and Virginia Tech battle for ACC supremacy at M&T Bank Stadium April 28th through May 1st. Call 410-261-RAVE or log on to Baltimore Ravens or Ticketmaster.com.
Navy leads 3-2 as we take a look at the Wells Liquor first quarter stats.
Yeah, despite a 5-1 deficit in faceoff, Scott, the midshipmen came roaring back in the second half and lead by 1.
Tommy Wallen and Greg Pizer take the face-off. Benson Irwin trying to get a handle on it, and he controls.
6th face-off win for Hopkins. as Benson Irwin continues to just play real strong across today, up and down the field. And here comes Kyle Harrison, and when you see him around the midfield stripe, Scott, turning on the Jets, you say, oh man, look out.
Scott Garceau and Keith Mills with you from Homewood Field. Top-ranked Hopkins undefeated 9-0 against 5th-ranked Navy. The midshipmen 9-2. Navy scored 3 unanswered goals after Hopkins jumped out to a 2-0 lead. As we start the second quarter, oh, great defensive play. Bursner. Check it, that wasn't Bursner, that was number 8 for the Mids. Jumped in front of that shot, Steve Looney.
Yeah, then Looney then threw it away to Bursner, but again, Bursner, the guy they want to get the ball to, but Looney playing both ends of the field. We've talked about his offense. They're just great anticipation from the junior from Silver Spring, and then what we don't see is the turnover, but another, Scott, I think that's the 3rd interception that a Navy defender has made in the Hopkins end.
This is the freshman, Paul Rabel. Duke taking it to Army now, 2nd-ranked Blue Devils lead at 13-7 in the 3rd quarter.
Tell you what, Scott, Duke hammered Virginia last week, 18-2, and you know the way they played here against Hopkins. You know, you've got to look at them as legitimate contenders right now to be in Philly Memorial Day, because they are playing great. They've got great athletes, solid goaltending, good defense.
They'll be in Baltimore this week for the ACC tournament at M&T Bank Stadium Friday and Sunday. Championship game on Sunday. Hopkins trying to tie this thing up. They trail 3-2. Kevin Huntley, the freshman from Calvert Hall, who's had a spectacular first year at Hopkins. 14 goals, and so many of those big goals. Oh, throws that one away. Good job by Navy to keep Hopkins off the ball there, Keith.
Yeah, tremendous job. Marabido, number 40, the freshman, Nick Marabido, just sealed off Chris Watson and kind of like boxed him out like you would in basketball.
Yeah, like block it out for a rebound, right?
And that's another turnover, this one from the freshman. But amazingly about Huntley, rarely played the first 4 or 5 games. 2nd on the team in goals scored.
He had the overtime winner that beat Duke. 3 fourth-quarter goals in the 9-7 win against Virginia, and he has grown up in a hurry.
Yes, he has. Again, Navy 2nd midfield on. Osgood, Wallen, and Wallace. They've accounted for a goal already.
Look out, Wallen has trouble with the handle.
Boy.
Getting worked over. And Tom Garvey just giving him the business.
Garvey, like Hendler, great close defender, but again, the Blue Jays turn it over. But you got to credit the Hopkins defense. Dave Petramala barking out some instructions, but watch Garvey. Count the hacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He gets some help. 6. And finally, as you see Greg Raymond right here, number 33, the Blue Jays got the ball but turned it back over.
We talk so much about the goal scorers, Keith, because that's the name of the game. It's exciting, but a guy like Garvey means so much to Hopkins. He held John Christmas scoreless. He held Jed Prosner, who had that great game last week, to 1 assist. He's as important as anybody.
Yeah, you rarely
goals.
talk about him because he does his job quietly and effectively, but he is a monster on defense, as we see again right there. That's Matt Pinto with the steal. Navy trying to go inside. You can't blame him. Yeah, let's try to create something inside. Took a shot, but that's a tough place to be.
When they get in the center of that Hopkins defense, there's a lot of sticks coming at you from a lot of different angles.
Big Chris Watson, number 43, involved in that play. Garvey and Raymond, the long pole.
Hopkins has gone over a quarter now without scoring. Just about a quarter. It was 11-12 of the first quarter when Rakowski made it 2-0. So the Navy defense has dug in. They've created some turnovers. Matt Russell hasn't had to look at a lot of rubber.
Yeah, exactly. Jesse Schwartzman tested more early, and now Matt Rakowski in the second Hopkins midfield back on the field. Seth Tierney, the offensive coordinator, showing a lot of faith in his second middies so far today. Rakowski with an early goal.
This is Mallow. And another errant pass.
There's that same matchup. This time Watson uses his feet. Oh!
Kick save and a big hit. Hopkins laying some lumber out there. That was Stephen Pizer. That's a little Under Armour big hit candidate.
No
protecting
question.
the house.
Protecting it like Ray Lewis would protect the Ravens' house as Kevin Huntley clears it. But, boy, end-to-end action caused again, Scott, by some errant passing. Both teams, it's either great defense or it's real casual with the ball. Depending on what team you root for, I guess.
Mallow taking a stroll with it.
Joe Mallow, one of those many players coming now from the Midwest part of the country, from Denver, Colorado. A little bit later, Scott will talk about a great Sports Illustrated article in this week's SI from Alexander Wolf on the explosion of lacrosse nationally.
And again, Navy forces the turnover, and here come the mids looking to push it.
And that's number 26, Tommy Wallen, back to the quarterback.
Burstner looking for the secondary break. Nothing there, really, and he'll back it off.
And young players, if you're watching, boy, great lesson there. Burstner, head on a swivel, Scott. We talk about that a lot. Looking around, seeing the cutters, watching the defense.
Burstner averaging 2.5 assists per game. That's third in the nation. 21 points in the last 5 games for him. 5 goals, 16 assists.
From Levittown, New York, MacArthur High School. And this is Ben Horn now, who will work behind the cage. He's from Mill Valley, California.
He's another Navy pilot coming up, Keith.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, good look here. And a nice save. Schwartzman took it right on the number.
Yeah, Steve Looney had a pretty decent look, but that time he kind of threw it right at him.
Not a good location, yeah.
And Schwartzman ready. Nice, ooh, boy, big hit on Rakowski, but he gets it to Mallow.
Navy protecting the house.
Man.
Little Under Armour action.
Dave Petramala wants timeout, I believe.
Looks like there's a flag. Looks like there's a flag, Keith. Far side.
Far
of the field.
side.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. That is the earlier hit from Steven Pizer protecting that house. Down goes Jake Byrne. That was on Clipper Lennon. And this is the save by Schwartzman.
Stick
nice
side,
shot,
yeah.
Nice shot by Steve Looney, but Schwartzman up to the challenge.
8:58 to play, first half. Navy still leads Hopkins 3-2.
The journey to investment success may often be turbulent, but it is not one you must navigate alone. For more than 100 years, Ferris Baker Watts professionals have worked with their clients, asking questions and developing plans to meet their goals. We believe that the relationship we have with our clients is more important than the size of their account. At Ferris Baker Watts, we want your business. We'll earn your trust.
At a department store, you can get a big and tall suit for $475. K&G has big and tall suits that look just as good for less than a quarter of that. At K&G, you'll find incredible savings on a wide variety of men's and women's extended size fashions. K&G Fashion Superstore. For men, for women, for less.
Wells Discount Liquors, locally owned and operated since 1937, stands ready to meet all your entertaining and gift needs. Choose from the area's largest wine and single malt scotch selection and over 1,000 micro and imported beers. When it comes to service selection and free delivery, come to Wells Discount Liquors. Today's in-game stats are brought to you by Wells Discount Liquors. You'll do well by Wells.
That part of the crowd here at Homewood Field. Navy leading Hopkins 3-2. Hopkins in possession here, first half, about 8:50 to play.
A good contingent, Scott, of Navy fans up from Annapolis. I'm sure plenty of midshipmen made the trip up I-97.
Kyle Berry in. He's been bothered with an ankle injury.
That time they threw Rakowski, Scott, in the middle. Berry working out top, looking for Rakowski as a cutter, and a little change of offensive philosophy here as Huntley goes low.
And so did Russell. Dropped right down with him and made the save. Matt Russell, cat quick, not very big. 5'7", 154 pounds. Goalie of the year, and there's Rakowski. A one-toucher with the left hand, and Matt Rakowski ties it at 3. his second goal of the game.
Yeah, obviously the coaches saw something in the Navy defense where they wanted to insert number 9 Matt Rakowski in the middle of that defense. Hopkins works the ball behind the goal. Paul Rabel with a sweet feed right in front to number 9, and no chance for Matt Russell. Well executed. Hopkins play. Rabel with the assist. Well, I mentioned, Scott, great emotional lift from Rakowski, who grew up on Long Island, went to Bethpage High School, same high school as A.J. Hogan, the All-American from Hopkins a few years ago. And when he came back to the Virginia game that we did, you could almost feel that the Hopkins players just kind of uplifted from his presence. And another face-off win for the Blue Jays, and now
they're controlling the face-off circle.
Interesting move there too, Scott. That last goal, Paul Rabel inverted. Usually the midfielders play out in front of the goal. Rabel went behind, and again, well-executed play. Obviously Seth Tierney and Dave Petromalen, the coaches, Dave Allen, saw something in that Navy defense that they figured they could exploit.
Seth Thenola nearly had another interception, jumped out into the passing lane for Navy, number 4. He's hustling all over the field. Here comes Kyle Harrison. Look at how quick the feet are.
Oh, boy.
On the run and a shot and a score. He stuck it up on the top shelf, far side, and that time Matt Russell was just overmatched.
Yeah, it looked like Kyle wanted to originally use the screen to his left from Greg Pizer. Navy did a good job of adjusting, and then Jake Byrne sets the screen. Navy slides off of that, but Kyle Harrison's just too good. Again, not much of an angle, not much room to Matt Russell's right, but bingo, just finds it. And that is a tremendous, tremendous shot from Kyle Harrison. Man.
So Rakowski with 2, now Harrison with 2, Hopkins with a 4-3 lead halfway through the second quarter. Well, we were talking during the timeout, Keith. I said, hey, you want to spark that Hopkins offense? It had been dormant for a while. Get it in Kyle Harrison's stick. He'll make something happen.
Navy finally wins a face-off as we see number 42, William Wallace, come up with it. But, well, that's a big-time play from Harrison. Certainly one of the 2 or 3 best players in the country.
Wallace getting in a good day's work, Keith. He had that goal earlier, taking face-offs for Navy.
As
second midfield.
As you mentioned, Scott, from Bloomfield, Michigan, another one of the many Michigan players. Seen a couple from Novi. Country Day School well represented. Mentioned Kyle Harrison. He's got a good long talk with his dad this morning, and grew up playing in the Lutherville Rec Council area in northern Baltimore County, and came up through the ranks like so many other players, but it wasn't long before he got a chance to play, and his dad was saying he won 9 straight face-offs, scored 7 goals in his first game.
They said this kid might be able to play, right?
That's not bad.
Navy some nice crisp passing here. Hopkins holds the defense. Billy Looney thought about the shot, gives it up, and now Bursner. Look at those moves.
But hounded by Pinto. Matt Pinto, the junior from Loyola, one of the more unheralded.
Yeah,
Hopkins
you got Watson
defenders.
and Garvey on the defense. They're not going to talk a lot about you, but boy, he's a good one.
Oh, cool.
Navy with an excellent opportunity there. Ben Horn couldn't handle the pass on the crease.
And again, they go right back to Bursner. Oh, there's a, oh.
Couldn't find it. Made a pretty good play to keep it from getting away, and here comes Hopkins with numbers. Shot and a score. Jake Byrne turns the turnover into a Hopkins goal, and the Blue Jays stretch the lead to 2.
Yeah, credit a bad pass by the Navy offense on that play. Greg Pizer alertly picks it up and just takes off. Let's take another look at it. Greg Pizer, number 20, unguarded. You see him just sprinting down the field. Knew Jake Byrne was over to his left. Byrne drops down. Matt Russell drops down, but it's just too much on it. Too much pace. As you see Pizer under control, and good vision leads to that goal by Hopkins.
Yeah, that goal was scored on the other end when they turned it over, and Hopkins handled the transition. Byrne finishes his first goal of this game on the season, his 14th, and here they come right back at you.
Boy, how's that? You score 3 in a row, you throw Kyle Harrison out on the face-off X. Man, do they have some depth.
5-3 Hopkins, about 5.5 minutes to play first half.
been a midfield-dominated game, Scott. Pretty much every goal coming from the midfield. Jake BYRNE, I believe, the first attackman to score a goal in this game.
And we just got word that Luke Braun is done for the day with a shoulder injury. He was hurt in the first quarter. Hopefully that's nothing serious. Braun, just a great face-off specialist for the Blue Jays, but the good news for Hopkins is they have such depth at that position with Pizer, Kyle Harrison, Jamison Kester.
We're seeing the versatility now of Rakowski working from behind the goal, inverting. He scored a goal earlier from in front of the goal. Actually scored 2.
Kyle Berry picks up the loose pass as it got knocked down out of Rakowski's stick. So 3 different swings in this game. Hopkins with an early strike. They went up 2-0. Navy scored 3 unanswered. They led 3-2 at the end of the first quarter. And now Hopkins with all 3 goals in the second quarter to lead at 5-3. Mallow.
Yeah, Huntley, Jake BYRNE, and Kyle Berry now on the Hopkins attack. Peter Lesor currently out of the game.
Andrew Dow with a stick check there that drew a response from the Hopkins bench. Under 4 minutes left in the half. Hopkins up a pair. Kevin Huntley.
Tough matchup there, working on Steve Looney, but he quickly gets help from the long stick of Mitch Hendler.
Looney only 162 pounds. You can see Huntley drop the shoulder and try to use the muscle on him a little bit. Berry turns the corner, nothing there. Good pass. Try to get it to Rakowski, not a good pass, and Navy's up with it.
Andrew Dow made a nice play as the mids try to clear and do. Boy, well done by Mike Felber.
Now Navy trying to get something going on the offensive end. They haven't scored here in the second quarter.
We've seen many times, Scott, game of streaks, and Hopkins certainly as streaky as any team in the country with a great defense, and that usually adds up to some nice offensive runs, which we've seen today.
Both teams making substitutions.
And the mids counter with their second midfield. This is Dwayne Osgood, number 11, Tommy Wallen, William Wallace.
2.5 to play first half. Scott Garceau, Keith Mills from Homewood Field, where Hopkins is riding a 32-game win streak, 32 straight at home. That's a school record. These seniors have never lost a home game. They only have 1 more in the regular season this year. That'll be their final game against Loyola. 3 o'clock game 2 weeks from today. Bursner darting around like a water bug.
I know one set of eyes will be teary-eyed that day, and that's Miles Harrison, Kyle's dad.
He said he's going to adopt another son so he can still have somebody to cheer for over here. And Hopkins up with it. Blue Jays under 2 minutes now left in the half. It's been a good second quarter for Hopkins. They've kept Navy off the board and scored 3 goals. And Dave Petramala calls a timeout with 1:39 left in the half. So we'll step out. Hopkins leads Navy 5-3.
Now is the right time to get the right Toyota at the right price, including the all-new Tacoma, the 2005 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Or lease a Tundra or rugged 4Runner for just $289 a month for 36 months with just $19.99 due at signing. Or get low 2.9% APR financing. Or take up to $1,000 cash back from Toyota on 4Runners and $1,500 on Tundras. The right Toyota at the right price right now. That's moving you forward.
Mouth-watering baby back ribs, buffalo wings, ocean fries, and of course, Baltimore's best pit beef. Fans, when you're hungry, visit the Charcoal Grill for lunch or dinner, or place your tailgate order for the next big game. Located in Parkville and Perry Hall, and coming soon to Edgewood, the Charcoal Grill is your place for party platters and full-service catering. Stop by today or visit us at chargrill.net. The Charcoal Grill. It tastes so good. Today's in-game stats are brought to you by Wells Discount Liquors. You'll do well by Wells.
Kyle Harrison and Matt Rakowski with 2 goals each. Hopkins leads Navy 5-3. A little over a minute and a half to play in the first half. Hopkins in the white jerseys in possession.
Hey, you see the representatives a minute ago in the dress whites from Navy, and it's springtime, always a great time to be down in Annapolis.
Probably a good timeout for Dave Petromala, right? Let's not do anything stupid here. Up 2 late in the half.
Great point. He has his first midfield back in. That's Kyle Harrison with the ball now. Mitch Hendler back on him.
Oh, trying to leave it for Pizer.
Except Pizer wasn't expecting it. Pizer wasn't buying.
Just left it there for everybody. Under a minute now. And Navy checks the ball free. Mid's trying to clear it.
Boy, look at Harrison just all over.
Clipper Lennon got dumped on the other end.
Dan Harris trying to clear it. Kyle Harrison just hawking him and forcing the turnover. Originally, it started out with Mike Felber making a great play, but it ends with Clipper Lennon getting dumped by Paul Rabel, and then Dan Harris getting abused by Kyle Harrison.
Rabel is a large freshman, 6'2", 200 pounds. You saw him get physical that time.
Clipper Lennon, local guy from Loyola High School, great short stick midfielder.
Huntley looking, trying to get it inside. Heavy traffic there.
Not a bad play though, Scott. 20 seconds, make something happen. He gets it back. Oh man, Mike Felber is playing a tremendous game. Actually, that was Andrew Dow.
He undressed him. Oh, and a bad pass. The pole for Navy hustling upfield, but Mitch Hendler.
Yeah, Mitch from Boys Latin. I guess Quinn Kesnick taught him how to throw that ball out of bounds like that. Quinn, of course, an assistant coach at PL. Let's go back and take a look at this strip by Andrew Dow, number 44 in goal. Just takes it right away, knocked the stick down to boot.
He had to get redressed after that one.
Ball eventually comes up to Mitch Hendler, number 34, coming right at you. And the long pole hasn't done that too often. Good for Maravito, and just throws it out of bounds. Here's Richie Meade in the Navy huddle.
Short stick near midline, the 4th defenseman I want back. Make sure we have more numbers at that end of the field than they do. Matt Russell, play the ball. Everybody else, play a man. You understand? Get to the ball and chop. Don't give me an easy one. Come on, let's go.
Go down. Hey, make sure they can't catch the ball, man. He's going to be out of the cage.
Maybe on 3. 1, 2, 3.
So the Middies and Richie Meade playing what they want to do with the final 8 seconds. Man up, and Matt Russell, you play the ball, he said.
Yeah, great story. Richie Meade, in his 11th year in Navy, was an assistant coach at Navy back in the mid-'80s, and the guy you're looking at, Dave Petromala, was one of the guys he recruited out of Long Island from St. Mary's High School. Tried to get him to go to the academy, wouldn't bite. Mike Pressler, now the coach at Duke, an assistant at Army that time, invited Dave Petromala to West Point. Dave goes, comes to Hopkins instead. So it's all intertwined, this college lacrosse game.
Who wasn't trying to recruit Dave Petromala, right?
Without question. I still say one of the 2 or 3 best players ever to play lacrosse.
Length of the field heave, and it's going to trickle out as time runs out. So no harm, no foul there in the final 8 seconds. But Hopkins owned the second quarter, Keith. They scored 3 goals to take that 5-3 lead.
Yeah, you have to feel good if you're Dave Petromala, the way you answered the Navy challenge. Up 2-0, Navy scores 3. Hopkins answers with a big 3-goal second quarter.
And Richie Meade joins us from down on the field. Richie, some runs. You see runs in this game all the time. They jumped you for a quick 2, and you guys jump back and hit them for 3, and then they control the second quarter.
Yeah, I don't think we did a very good job offensively in the second quarter. I think we had a lot of opportunities to attack good matchups, and we didn't do it. We didn't play with enough poise. I think defensively we're playing well enough to win, but offensively we've got to play better than that. I think, you know, we generated some shots early and the shots went in, but we've got to be smarter. A couple of times we had offensive guys caught at the defensive end of the field on attackmen, and we didn't do a good enough job with it.
All right, Richie, thank you. Good luck second half. Richie Meade talking about got to do better offensively, Keith. Liked what they did defensively.
Yeah. You want the ball in John Bursner's stick.